So this is going to be a quick look at this CLP Plus cleaner and gun cleaner and lubricant kit manufactured by a company that I believe is pronounced as Keze. It's Keze. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Before I get into the review of this, I've got a couple of disclaimers I got to go over. One is the brand actually sent me this as a sample, a free sample to test and then do a review video about. The other thing is, unfortunately, due to rules around these videos, I can't show you this. I can't use a real firearm or real firearm parts in one of these review videos. So we'll just have to kind of work around that. And then the final thing I was going to say is I've been working in the either full-time or part-time in the gun industry for about the last 20 years. So I'm not an expert by any stretch, but I am fairly well versed in firearms. So now that I got that stuff out of the way, let me kind of go over what comes in this kit. So the first thing is you get a 2-ounce spray bottle of this Keze CLP Plus, which is designed to be a cleaner, a lubricant, and a protectant. And that's a spray bottle. And then you get a 1-ounce container of the Keze gun oil. Now the gun oil, I already went ahead and took the top off. The gun oil is one of those, it's got that precision oiler needle type point on it, so you can it makes it really easy to apply it, with some precision versus a spray can where it goes all over the place. So I really did like this. This to me, this type of setup is a big benefit over kind of a general spray or a large exit point where it comes out. You can really control this well. So that is one thing that I really liked about that right off the bat. In addition to those two things, you also get this 50-pack of these cloth patches. Now, these can be used for a lot of different things. I when I was testing it, I cut them up and used them as a patch to clean the bore, and I also doubled them up and used them to wipe gun oil and other things off the finish. So there's some flexibility with those. And then you also get a 10-pack of these, I guess the best way to kind of describe them is a gun cleaning swab. And these are 6 inches long. They've got a wooden handle, and then they've got this very precise cotton tip. I much prefer this style over the traditional gun cleaning swabs that are typically designed for cleaning ears, and then people sort of say, well, I'm going to use this to clean the gun too. They work, but this is a much better device for that type of cleaning, where you need to get in a hard to reach place and you need to clean something versus trying to use one of those near cleaning devices. I've used those many times. I don't want to say the brand name, but I mean, I've used them a ton of times. But once I started using these, I never went back to the ear cleaning stuff, if that makes sense. So you get all four of these items come in this package. And I had a chance to clean 2 firearms that I own that really needed it, and I'm kind of walk through sort of my thoughts. So one of the things I noticed right off the bat is this CLP Plus does not have, I wouldn't say it's odorless. They market it as odorless, but it's not a harsh smell. A lot of gun cleaning products on the market have a really hard smell, and a lot of them you end up having to use gloves, or they recommend you wear gloves when you're doing it. This does not have a hard smell and is marketed as being safe for your hands, which was a big plus for me. The other thing that I liked about this is it's marketed as not damaging, wood, metal, polymer, which is nice because I can't tell you how many times I've been cleaning a gun and a drop of oil or a drop of bore solvent gets on the wood, and if you don't wipe it up immediately, it can do some damage, especially on wood with a wood finish. But I sort of played around with this CLP Plus and put a drop on a 2x4. I sprayed a little bit on a 2x4, sprayed a little bit on some plastic just to see kind of what would happen, and it didn't do any damage to the wood. I let it sit for about 60 seconds and then just wiped it off, and it dried and was fine. On the plastic, I put it on just to sort of test it, let it sit for 60 seconds, and then tried to wipe it. And when I wiped it, a lot of times with stuff that's harsh, the color of the plastic comes off on the rag. That didn't happen in this case. So it seems to be safe for that type of work. But just kind of my final thoughts. Like I said, I got the chance to clean 2 of my personal firearms with it, and that includes cleaning the bore, cleaning the outside of it, cleaning the action, and then oiling it back up. And overall, I was very pleased. It did a very good job, at least in my opinion, to what I was trying to do. I like the fact that doesn't have a real aggressive smell. Actually, it barely has a smell at all. But I was very pleased. So if you're in the market for something and a gun cleaning type kit like this, that's really just a oil and lubricant type of kit, then this is probably something to check out. Even though this brand is not what I would call a mainstream brand in the gun cleaning industry, I think their product is actually pretty decent based on my experiences with it. Again, I got the chance to clean 2 guns start to finish. That includes disassembly, cleaning the bore, cleaning the action, everything, and I was fairly pleased with it. No complaints. It did what it was said it was. Did what it was marketed to do, or it performed like I expected it to perform when it came to doing its job. So hopefully, if you were in the market for something like this, or you were thinking about it, maybe something I've said in this review video has answered a question or possibly helped you make an educated decision.